flashing lights and big red fire trucks. It's a job kids dream about. It's a job that makes us proud. This isn't a firefighter issue, this is a community issue. We dedicate our lives to protect you because we are you. We are here to protect you in your time of need. And right now, we need you in ours. But we will keep turning up to the best of our ability, even if it means paying the ultimate price. Because we are firefighters, and we will keep fighting.
My 3-year-old, when he sees a fire truck, he knows we're off to help someone. I've got to say, it's probably one of the best feelings, they think you can do anything. It's hard not to think about, there could be that one time in the future where you're in a situation and then it just goes really pear-shaped. It's in the back of my mind that one day that could be something that could happen.
My oldest daughter, 13, she was watching the news and saw something about the aging trucks. And I said how our truck had failed, and yeah, that hit home a little bit. Yeah. And my wife has said the same thing, it's getting out of control. Yeah, she's worried as well. Yeah.
The kids watch the news. If I have a traumatic day at work, I don't tell them at all. Very rarely do I even tell the wife, realistically. It's not till we're in a social scene where I might be with other shift mates or whatever, and our partners are there and they're hearing us talk about things, and the wife will definitely go, "You never told me that," or "You didn't tell me that." And I would hate to think that they're in the back of their mind or in the front of their mind that they're worried that I'm not going to come home. I'd have to have a real hard think about what we're doing.
I don't know, I think sometimes, how was your day? Yeah, it was good. What about yours? I'm pretty good at diverting. We talk about it so much here, it's nice to talk about something else at home, to be honest.
Probably don't reveal the full extent of the faults we're having to my wife. I think if she fully understood, she'd probably start putting the pressure on me to rethink what I'm doing. And there's obviously that that voice that plays on in the back of your head going, what are they going to tell my wife and kids if it does go horribly wrong at this job because that equipment's failed?
Her wanting me to stop, yes. Her asking me to stop, no, because she knows I love it. She only told me the other night that whatever you want to do, I'll back you with everything within your job. But there is going to be a time where I know that it's probably going to play on her mind more, that I'm not safe at work, and she would prefer me to be able to just come home and live a normal life. And as much as I don't want to, she wins.
If one of my daughters said to me they wanted to be a firefighter, in my eyes, there wouldn't be much point in joining a fire service that doesn't have any working trucks.
Definitely early on, I would have thought how cool would that be if then I had one of my kids follow in my footsteps. But now, I don't know. It's a hard one to answer. I'm not sure.
It's already an inherently dangerous job, and it's being made worse because of the faults that we're having with these trucks.
I'm a legacy in this job. My old man was a firefighter, and to have my son want to join, it's a tough question. My son's the same. He shows a real interest in it, and I don't see it as it's something I'd be pushing him towards at the moment. Today, right now, if my son was 18 and he said, I'm going to join the fire brigade, I'd be going, well, maybe have a bit of a think about it. It makes me sad, to be honest, yeah. If we can the organisation can get their act together and sort themselves out, I think it'd be a really valuable and really great career opportunity. But at the moment, I don't know. Why would I want my son to be at risk? It's something that I'm willing to take on board because it's a job I'm now in, but with appliances, gear constantly failing, how can I trust that the safety of my son is going to be paramount when FRV aren't putting firefighters first?
14, 15 years ago, we got the new PBI gold uniform, and it took for somebody to nearly die for us to get it. I hope that's not going to be the case. We have families and people who depend on us. Yeah, that would be absolutely shameful if that was what it took to get some change.
I was on the heavy rescue for the day. We heard the job come in and we could see there was
significant fire activity towards Dandenong South. And this was, as big as I'd seen. So normally at Fire Station 87, we have a ladder platform. As the similar sort of truck was broken down at another location, they moved our truck down to the Latrobe Valley. So for a large factory fire, which is what these ladder platforms are predominantly used for, we didn't have one located in our station that day. I then spoke to the incident controller at the time and suggested setting up an aerial appliance on the north side of the job. Unfortunately, it was a tally boom, which is just a little bit limited in its operation and capability compared to a ladder platform. It was not long after that that the explosion happened and the brick got me. Yeah, the brick walls exploded out at us. And so, I basically just ran and jumped as far away as I could from the fire. As soon as it hit me, I realised it was a significant injury. But my real worry was the massive fire activity, the big explosion that I was going to get burnt. It was absolute, self-preservation. I was off work for a couple of months, about 2 months. Hear someone that's been injured over the radio, your heart just, miss a few beats. There was a pumper from the city, because that truck specialises in a large quantity of foam, and that truck actually broke down at the job. That actual fire burnt for a number of days. Unfortunately, there was still one of the workers was inside and he lost his life. Yeah, we rely on our stuff. We want our stuff to work 100% of the time. We're trying to suppress the fire, make the community safe, and then we're having equipment fail, and it's just like, oh, why now? I understand there's, we can't have a brand new fire truck in every fire station. But if someone was to, be injured or, hurt themselves due to not having the appropriate equipment or to be using one of the old spare trucks that isn't suitable, I don't really think that's good enough.
We've been bloody lucky. We do what we can do. And we do make things work as much as people think, they just want new trucks. We make do with our old gear. We understand that we're going to have to deal with some stuff that's challenging sometimes, but it's getting beyond a joke when you go to start a truck and it doesn't start, or doing a Friday display for kids who come to see the station and you're trying to tell them how great we are and how great the job is, and the truck breaks down and we can't even squirt water out of the truck.
Yeah, it's a pretty horrible feeling to not be able to do your job when we all want to come to work and be able to jump on the trucks and go to Coles. It's the reason we got on the job. So to not be able to do that's a pretty uncomfortable feeling.
I've spent the last 5 months thinking about it. Is it worth it? But I'll come back. Because it's my job. It's what we do. We always will. We'll always come back. We'll always go the extra mile.
I couldn't imagine myself doing anything else. I'm just disappointed the fact that we're being let down by these bad trucks that are way past their use by date. No, I'm not going to give up this job. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just really disappointed that it can't be the best that it can be.
I want to go to work and go back to the crux of why I joined the job. To go to work and help people.
I have a lot of hope for the fire service because we have such great people who are really engaged in seeing this fire service be the best that it can be. Yeah, we have to get this right. We have to fix this problem.
Firefighters will always do the best with the gear we have, and that sometimes means using outdated equipment.
Yeah, that's what we do. We get somewhere, we make it better. We don't let things get worse once we get there. That's what we're there for. But yeah, I'm absolutely proud of what we're doing, proud of what we do as a team here and across the state.
I think fire is always going to do the best they can in whatever scenario they're put into. However, it becomes more and more difficult as time goes by, and it doesn't feel like anything's changing in the near future. And where it all ends, it's hard to say. It doesn't look like anything's changing.
I'd hate for it to be your family, your child, your parents, your friends that are trapped or injured, and we can't get to them purely because our truck can't allow us to do that.
We're on the crest of the rise now. It's not a matter of if something tragic is going to happen, it's when. And I don't want to be going to a firefighter's funeral because we had a fire truck fail. How much money do you put on someone's life? And at the moment, apparently that's a question that's not being answered by the government. I'd hope the public would be outraged if they knew that firefighters had in the back of their mind that their fire truck could take their life. Your workmates become your family. You do 10 hours a day with them. You do 14-hour night shifts with them. I've got my best mate, who's a brother to me. He's currently on a truck now that's gone out of date. And yeah, I don't want to see him die from it. Yeah. You shouldn't have to think about it. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Firefighters are big, strong, brave people. To have to worry about, am I going to die today because of the truck? I never thought signing up to this job, that would be the thing that might take my life. And it's a simple fix. It's funding. The longer this goes on, the bigger the problem gets, the more expensive it's going to get. Bite the bullet. Do it. Do what's right for the community. Do what's right for firefighters. People's lives are literally hanging on a balance on this thing. My life's hanging by a thread on this thing. My best mates, my family's hanging by a thread for this thing. My neighbours, don't do it for me, do it for yourself, do it for your neighbours, do it for your family, do it for anyone. It is a fire crisis. We're going to end up with houses that are on fire that a fire truck won't be turning up to it. What would you do if you called Triple O and your house was on fire and you said, I need a fire truck, and nothing turned up? If a fire truck's not turning up to come save you, what is? There's nothing like it on the road. They're so unique. They are so critical. Nothing can fix it besides the fire truck. Nothing's coming to save you. You're on your own. Simple as that.